my name is Corinne Niezgotsky. I was selected as a 2017 Youth Ambassador to go to Hermosillo, Mexico, and I currently go to Horizon High School.
My name is Beck Knirk. I went to Catania, Italy in 2017. I go to Veritas Preparatory Academy, and I'm a junior.
My name is Jennifer Garnica, and I was selected to be a 2016 Youth Ambassador to Ennis, Ireland. I am currently a senior at Tempe High School.
Hi, I'm Catherine Hahn. I am a graduating senior at Xavier College Preparatory, and I was selected in 2016 to go to Prague, Czech Republic.
Hello, my name is Nadi Keel. I went to Chengdu, China in 2015. I was at Tempe High School. I'm currently a sophomore at Arizona State University studying chemical engineering.
Hi, my name is Ashlyn Bradshaw, and I'm a senior at Xavier College Preparatory, and I was selected to be a 2017 Youth Ambassador to Grenoble, France.
Hi, my name is Ivan Alexander. I was selected as a 2017 Youth Ambassador for the city of Taipei, Taiwan, and I am currently a senior at Tempe High.
Hi, I'm Cameron King. I was selected as a 2016 Youth Ambassador. I was sent to Omido, Japan. I went to Valley Lutheran High School. I'm currently a freshman at UC Berkeley studying social welfare.
I chose to be in this program because I wanted to experience something new. I wanted to broaden my horizons, and I wanted to meet people from all over the world.
I applied for the program to do something out of the ordinary. Not every day you have the chance to travel around the world, and so this was my chance and I took it.
I decided to apply to Phoenix Sister Cities because traveling has always been an aspiration of mine. So when I saw the opportunity on a brochure, I immediately wanted to apply as a sophomore.
I applied to be a youth ambassador because the year before my friend had done it and he was telling me about all of his adventures and it sounded like a really fun program.
I applied to be a youth ambassador after some encouragement from my aunt, whose children all did the program, and they really loved it. It was their favorite experience throughout high school. And I originally was very hesitant to apply because I had never traveled alone before, especially without my family. I was pretty afraid to travel, but eventually I was convinced after reading about some personal stories of people who had done the program that it was going to be worth it in the end.
I applied because I was looking to challenge myself and try something new, and also learn about new cultures, learn new skills, learn about myself.
I applied for this program because I had my brother go through the program himself, and after experiencing his host brother living with our family, I knew it was something I was really interested in doing.
I found that the application experience was very easy once I got all of my ideas down and started writing.
The application was rigorous, but it was well worth it. The application is intense, but it makes sure that you're selected for the city that is best for you.
My application process was definitely rigorous because I knew no one else who had applied before, but fortunately one of my teachers was familiar with it, so I had some help.
The application process was kind of rigorous. I didn't expect it to be as challenging as it was, but once I accomplished it, it was really relieving.
I spent a lot of time reviewing my application, editing it, making sure the essays and everything else really portrayed my character and my personality, because I know personality is such an important part of the application process in terms of where you get selected to go.
My experience with the application process, I had to do a lot of insightful thinking. I made sure to go really slow with it so I could have time to reflect and look over my answers before I sent it in. I was nervous during the interview process. I studied a lot the night before. I read up a lot on the sister cities. I even had my mom quiz me, and I took notes just to make sure I was prepared for any question.
The training was very good. I thought it prepared me well. I never knew how to pack a suitcase. That was important. The public speaking was really nice because that's a skill that I think everybody should have. So it really prepared me well for my trip.
We had 3 academy sessions where we learned about culture, budget, travel, airports, and everything in between. And it was also time for all of the youth ambassadors in Phoenix to get to know each other, and also the people we were going to our selected countries with. So it was overall such an informative time for us to bond and get ready to go travel abroad.
Before my training experience, I had no idea what I was to expect while abroad. I had no idea how to adjust to a different culture, a different setting, and how to communicate with others who were different from me.
The training was really beneficial. I used a lot of the techniques and tools that we learned in the academy sessions in real life, in the airports, in the city, and when we got back.
My favorite memory was when I first got to Hermosillo and I met my host sister. And the first night, all of us who went to Hermosillo just sat down in a circle and played board games and card games, and that was when we really connected and really got to know each other, and it was just a lot of fun.
My most memorable moment was when I first landed. My host father came up to me, he barely spoke any English, and he said, "Beck, I am the boss." And the rest of the trip I called him the boss.
My favorite memory from the Youth Ambassador Exchange program was while I was abroad, and I had the opportunity to go on a train for the very first time. I traveled to Galway and Limerick, where I immersed myself with a different culture that Ireland had.
My favorite memory in Prague was when we traveled to meet the ambassador to Prague, the UDIS ambassador. He was such a nice person, and it was kind of funny because we didn't know what to expect, but we ended up on this kind of tour of the embassy, and it was just so cool because they have this garden in the back, and it had been started by the first U.S. ambassador to Prague, and so it was just a great way to see some Czech history as well as America's interactions with Czech Republic in the past.
I think my favorite time when I was in Chengdu, China was when I was able to go to high school with my host brother, and just being with in the Chinese classroom and like meeting all these kids who are so curious about America, and like they would ask me questions like, do you watch basketball, do you watch tennis, like have you seen this show? So it was really interesting to see how they're really interested in American culture, and also I got to learn a lot about like the typical Chinese high schooler's life.
My favorite memory from Himeji was probably one of the last days I was there. My host family and I, we took a walk together, and we like brought the dogs with us too, and it felt like I was really a part of their family, which was really awesome.
My favorite memory in Grenoble, France was on one of the first days I went to school with my host sister, and as soon as her first class was over, we had a block in between, so me and some of her friends went to the town and we got some coffee at a local cafe, and then we went back on the tram back to the school and took another few classes before leaving and hanging out with some friends before dinner with her family.
My host brother and I became brothers. We shared stories, we just became so close. He had my back, I had his back. We formed a great relationship.
While I was in Chengdu, China, my host family really took care of me. They accepted me as part of their family. My host brother was an only child, so I really felt that we had like a connection because I was pretty much a sibling to him. And then we still keep in touch now. When I went back from my trip to Taiwan, I actually stopped by in Chengdu and got to spend a day with their family. And this time, since I've been learning Chinese in college, I was able to actually speak to his parents, so that was nice. We could actually communicate.
My favorite memory in Phoenix with the whole YAP group together was definitely prom. It was so fun to just dance with people from Phoenix and from, for my year, 8 cities, and it was just so fun.
I think my favorite part of the hosting calendar was going to the fire station and the police station, because I think that was cool for the counterparts to see. It was cool for me to see just how everything worked, and it was really informative, and I think they got a better sense of what it means to be a police officer in the United States, a firefighter in the United States, which I think is really special. It was firsthand learning for all of us.
The biggest impact that the program has had on me is that I finally figured out that I really want to see more of the world, and I want to experience more of what I experienced in sister cities. And when I go to college, I would like to study abroad or even go to college in another country.
This program really had a big impact on my life. After I went to China, I really wanted to learn more about the culture and study the language. So when I got to college, I joined ASU's Chinese language program. And in there, I've been learning Chinese for like 2 years now. And I recently have gone to a study abroad in another one of our sister cities in Taipei, Taiwan, and I got to live there and really learn more about Chinese and Taiwanese culture.
The program's biggest impact on me was how I saw myself afterwards. I was not a very independent person before the program, and it was hard for me to do a lot of things without like guidance from my parents. That's kind of like a typical like young American thing, I feel like. But in Czech Republic, there's so much independence for teenagers, and the way that we did things, me and my host sister, when we were abroad, was so different and so exciting for me because I began to see myself differently and see what I could accomplish.
YAP like changed how I think about the world, different cultures, different people. It was super immersive in a way that now, thinking about going abroad again, I know what I should be looking for, how the mindset I should have going into new situations and new places. And I have a lot of skills now, like public speaking and learning about cultural sensitivity and how to be diplomatic that I can use forever.
This program really filled me with a fire in my belly. I want to go out and see the world. I want to visit Italy again. I want to visit all the different countries again because I made friends with everyone from the different countries. I just want to go out and make a difference in the world. And I'm not sure what that difference is going to be, but I think I'm going to find it. And I think it's going to be big.
I have learned that everyone can be friends and that no matter what religion you are or what race you are, that you can come together and have a good time.
Following college graduation, I hope to attend medical school, then ultimately become an anesthesiologist where I have the opportunity to go to different countries and help those in need, such as third world countries.
My future plans are to go to college and major in film and minor in French, which is something I would have not been encouraged to do if it wasn't for living in France for a month. And then after I graduate from college, it's my hope to live in France or a French-speaking country and teach English for at least a year, just because I fell in love with the culture so much.
The biggest piece of advice I would give to someone applying to the program would be to just be yourselves. They just want to know who you are and they really want to get to know you. So in your application, just be yourself, especially during the interview process.
Advice I would have to potentially future youth ambassadors is if you're second guessing your application process, do it because you will not regret it. And it is actually once in a lifetime opportunity that you will not be able to have through another program.